at least some of the fan base about where both programs really are right now. What's the feeling, inside Biddle, inside your guys' offices about how things are going so far?
Right. Well, we acknowledge that. We acknowledge that there's feedback. Our fans care about the athletic program, and I would go back really to the day that I was hired. You guys, I think all of you guys were there, where I said, you know what, the care factor of this athletic program is very high. And guess what? The expectations are very high. People like to win. They like to be competitive on a national stage. So we embrace that. And it's our job to live up to it. And so, of course, we're disappointed with the state of the seasons, both on the women's and on the men's side. So we acknowledge the fans are disappointed. We know that they're telling us that. And some of them, I would classify it as some of them are telling us that. And I was proud tonight. We almost had 3,000 people here. So the ones that did show up, we thank them for participating in our game tonight. And our job is to get better each and every day as an athletic department. And my job as the steward and the leader of the program is to figure out how that works and provide those resources as we go along.
Coach Mack has talked about progress, with this team. Have you seen progress? I mean, are you pleased? I guess pleased from that standpoint.
Well, I think tonight we saw definite progress. I mean, Stefan, that guy's put in 4 years of his career here, career night. But he was crushed because we didn't win as a team. Even though he had a career night, he was still disappointed. And so, to me, there's no one fighting harder than the players and the coaches, both men and women, trying to get this thing turned around. And we're behind them. And that's what we have to do is provide support day in and day out.
Obviously, it's been a rough start and some of these streaks that we talked about and all that sort of stuff. But has it reached a level yet where there's any sort of, if there is a panic button of any kind that has to be pressed?
Well, I think the thing in our job is you can't get too low with the lows and too highs with the highs, because athletics is cyclical. You're up one day, you're down the next. You're up one day, you're down the next. And so we have to stay the course. We have to be diligent about our jobs day in and day out. But we do acknowledge that we're disappointed. The players are disappointed. The coaches are disappointed. Our fans are disappointed. And we're going to try every single day to get better. And we're going to worry about playing FAU tomorrow in women's basketball and South Alabama on Thursday night on the men's side. And so we know fans are disappointed, and we thank them for their passion, and it's our job to turn it around.
What have your conversations with those coaches been like?
Well, honestly, to me, they know the expectations. Again, they've signed up here. Yeah. I've signed up here. We've all signed up to work here at WKU and know the expectations of this program, and it's our job to live up to them. So Mary's obviously disappointed. She's expressed that. Ken is disappointed. He's expressed that. We're disappointed, but we're going to help them, and we're going to help our coaches and help our student athletes worry about the next day and try to get better the next day.
Is this something where with Coach McDonald and the staff that you guys wait until the end of the season to make any kind of evaluation, or is that an ongoing thing throughout the year?
You know what, I think what we do in all of our athletic programs is we have really frequent communication with all of our coaches. And to me, basketball is no different. So we treat basketball the same as we treat volleyball after they go to the NCAA tournament. Same thing with football after winning 2 games. We treat all of our sports the same, and it's frequent communication. I talked to Ken this afternoon. I talked to him before they went to Troy. I talked to Mary after the trip. We're always talking to our coaches about what's needed to get better each and every day.
Is Ken your guy the rest of the year? I mean, is he coaching the program for the rest of the season?
You know what, honestly, what I'm worried about is how they feel after this game and supporting them, because they played hard. We saw some good signs, and I'm worried about Thursday night in South Alabama.
Thanks, everybody.